episode 29.
I think I'm going to start, I'm going to think about how we want to do Knowledge Arcana, Spellcraft. It just does make it tough without Detect Magic. So, you've got Detect Magic, right? Azarian has Detect Magic. I'm gonna think about that for the next week before we play again, and I'll kind of settle. You know, I'll have you make knowledge like Knowledge Arcana checks on potions and wands and all that kind of stuff. I think if it's something like this rod, though, you need Detect Magic, or like that Minotaur's head. It's very magical, and you're not just like, oh, I know what that is. So I'm gonna play around with it. And
totally fine.
We'll find a happy.
Because I remember you did not prepare it because you had it. So we did have it figured out at some point. But.
Yeah. So I won't worry about it too much. But spellcraft is used for like spells.
Yeah.
I'll try to be better. And Knowledge Arcana is more like, oh, there's a weird mystery about this specific field or something. That's more Knowledge Arcana. So
and I know
we'll find a happy balance of.
And I know I want to use spellcraft for like the crafting stuff later. Yeah. And I have plans for spellcraft later.
By the way, that's anybody who has a point in spellcraft. If a person ever makes an enemy casts a spell, you can, as an immediate action, use spellcraft to try to figure out what spell they are casting.
Fair.
Now you have to be visibly seeing them to make that check, but that is a thing you can do. But we'll find a happy medium for this rod though, and this little box that you found. You gotta kind of know what kind of magic is before you can start making checks.
Fair enough.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do though, and this is how we'll kind of start. Is I'm gonna have you make what's the right term?
Postcoital? No.
Posthumously.
Postpartum?
Posthumously. Yeah. I'm going to have you make a Knowledge Arcana check on those two wands that you found. One was on Faxon, and one was in the chest. I'll tell you that much as well.
Ooh, big. Is that a 30? That's a 30.
Okay, so yeah, you just know these without really having to study them. You just are like, oh yeah. That's a wand of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Whoa!
With 9 charges left.
Wow.
Baby.
Guess what? You killed him in one hit, so he didn't even have time to... He was going to start hitting himself with it, heal himself back up.
Corso, that is...
You killed him first.
I'm sending that to you. Wand of Cure Moderate Wounds, 9 charges.
9 charges. I'll also tell you, he was carrying 12. He had a heavy crossbow. He was carrying 12... +1 bolts.
Ooh.
By the way, those are single use. So once you fire, and it has to be with either a heavy crossbow or a light crossbow. Once you fire one, mark it off on your sheet, and it's gone. It's a one-time use.
Boo. Does it hit for like 1d8?
Sell them.
Huh?
Does it hit for like 1d?
Well, it just does +1 to damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
And +1 to attack?
+1 to attack as well.
Okay.
Yeah. He was also carrying... bracers of armor +1.
Whoa!
And he was wearing a cloak of resistance +1.
Oh. We gotta give that to the barbarian.
Guess what that didn't help with?
Getting hit.
Mazir's attack.
Nah, yeah, that's not gonna be a save.
Murked.
He used the cloak. And it just went right through.
Democracy, do we agree giving the...
Hold on to all this stuff right now
okay.
until you get later. This is all... You wouldn't be doing this in there, so...
Would you out in the middle of the street?
Right. In the chest, there was a wand of Bless Weapon with 18 charges.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's good.
Very good. Especially early on. Use them.
How long does it last?
Believe it is 1 minute. Yes, 1 minute per level. This transmutation makes a weapon strike true against evil foes. The weapon is treated as having a +1 enhancement bonus for the purpose of bypassing the DR of evil creatures or striking evil incorporeal creatures.
Oh.
The weapon also becomes good aligned, which means it can bypass the DR of certain creatures.
That's pretty much a line weapon, but with a wand.
Yes, basically for one minute. Individual bolts or arrows can be transmuted, but effective projectile weapons don't confer the benefit to the projectiles they shoot. In addition, All critical hit rolls against evil foes are automatically successful. So every threat is a critical hit.
Wow.
This last effect does not apply to any weapon that has blah 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 keen or vorpal swords.
I wish I was a crit-seeking swashbuckler, right?
Wizard, you or me can take that. We
Crit
can
on
just
a rapier, yeah.
cast that on everyone.
I think it'd be you because it's a divine spell.
yeah, I think...
It would probably be Azarian or Corsair.
Yeah,
You'd probably
Azarian.
cast Bless Weapon. Again, I'll let you guys decide who holds these, and we'll decide that in a little bit. But that is what you find. It is a wand of Blessed Weapon with 18 charges. So again, it just kind of feeds into that thing of why would they have something like that in their chest? They were just going around
murdering people.
killing
It
crusaders.
sounds like they're just collecting
snatching
all
up
the valuable things they could find.
Yeah, just snatching up everything they could find, and especially going after Crusader, who would be carrying a wand of Blessed Weapon for himself. They take it off his body.
All the cutlery, they're just grabbing whatever they could.
Yeah, they just grabbed whatever they could. And this whole time, when you first met those guys, they were asking, like, oh, what's your report? So you probably had imagined there was people coming in and out of the Tower of Estrad. Hey, here's 100 gold pieces. This is what we found. Oh, we found this. We killed a Crusader. Here's his sword and his whole.
That's probably what they were asking us when we walked in the door.
Right, and that's why they asked you, like, all right, where's your where's your tribute? Like, you need to contribute if you want to come in this. So it makes a lot of sense of why they had these kind of things on them. Now, you guys make your way back to the Defender's Heart after you kill Faxon and clean this Tower of Estrad. Find some very, very important information. And as you turn the corner, you see a lone figure in a purple cloak standing in front of the Defender's Heart. He's almost kneeling to the ground as his hands are sucking up these worms from these guards he has just encapsulated, incorporated. And he just stares up at the sky.
So this guy's kind of like Imhotep from The Mummy.
A bit more wormy, but maybe, yeah.
Instead of sucking them dry, he assimilates them and they turn into worms.
And it's funny that you even say that, because I imagine as you look at him, this cloak you see is like undulating and moving underneath. He has the form of a humanoid man, but you'll see this just like royal that comes out of his cloak and back in. And then he stands up, and his eyes drift back down, and you can only see the side profile of him, so you can't even see his face, but I imagine the hood sometimes has this weird undulation movement around his head. And he just stands there and he stares up at the Defender's Heart. Hidden enough in shadow that anybody who would be in there looking out can't see him. And he takes a step back. And you just see these little droppings from the bottom of his cloak. And from even where his arm should be, every so often it was like, and with a splat, it hits the cobblestones underneath him.
Yeah, how close are we to this guy?
I imagine you're probably 40, 50 yards away from him, kind of hidden behind a house, peering out down this street. I imagine, too, it's darkness, and so the only lights really are coming from the Defender's Heart.
Now that we see him, can I make some kind of check on him?
Knowledge planes.
Knowledge planes. All right. Are you able to give me some guidance there, priest?
I pat you on the head, and I give you guidance.
Okay.
Send not my son.
26.
It's a pretty good roll.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Not good enough.
I feel like there's a butt coming.
But it's not good enough.
Damn.
You study him and you can't really see any of his form yet. You're not getting a good enough view of whatever this is. You're just seeing this cloak.
And the drippings.
And whatever these little drippings. Right now, it's hard to garner any more information than even what our Vosniel told you.
I still do have... I think me and... Zalek, didn't you take an alchemist fire?
Yes, we both have one.
Yeah. And your plan with the alchemist fire?
Well, I'm not going to attack them if that's what you're thinking. We need to warn them somehow. I don't plan on trying to have it attack us. But if we start a fire big enough, there's going to be a stir.
Yeah, there's going to be a stir on both sides.
I would rather do it now, people warned, and then have them go guard by guard until there's nothing left.
What say the rest of you?
You think it's a good idea, Mazir? I'm in.
Is there a build, like, I'm looking for a building that is fairly felon on itself, that has enough wood that's clearly obvious on the other side of the street, nearby, towards the defender's heart, that I could try and chuck a alchemist fire to basically start a warning fire that might be seen by other people.
Certainly. Across the street from the defender's heart, there's a row of houses you can even see on the map, and while most of them are made out of stone, there's enough wood, especially in, the rafters and the roof. There's a collection of wood kind of all tumbled in on itself.
What kind of check would this be in order to toss it accurately?
Honestly, if you're just trying to toss and hit kind of a square, it's AC 5.
Okay.
That's really all it is.
How far can I throw it, though?
Oh, man. You got, 18 strength?
I'm going to toss this alchemist fire up over them mountains over there.
Pretty good dex. I imagine you can probably toss it. I don't know. I think it has a range of 30 feet. But if you're really kind of just chucking it into a house, I'd say you can probably throw it 90 feet, 30 yards.
Okay.
Somewhat accurately. Maybe I'll bump the AC up a little more, but...
Now, in terms of a good football player, that QB's got to have a strength at least 15, and with 18... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm thinking more like an outfielder thrown to home plate, right? Like...
Yeah, that's how I'm picturing you're just going to, chuck it, way far. It would be asinine to be like, it's a 30 feet range. You can't throw farther than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say probably about 30 yards. You feel like you could toss it pretty accurately.
Do you think I should do it? We need to decide now, and then probably try to go in at a different angle. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not going to try and...
Well, from what the Azarian has said, is some other compatriots, I don't know if we should even bother approaching him. He sounds too powerful.
We can't just let him take We can't let him take this. This is our one place of safety. He's taking it over as we speak.
That's why I'm trying to warn him.
Corso pulls out the alchemist fire. Hand it to Mazir, and as I hand it to him, I also cast guidance on him. Not that he needs it, but just in case.
You can always roll a natural 1.
If you do, you drop it right at your feet. We all on fire. You do a classic Eli Manning, and as you get ready to toss it, it just right down on your back.
All right. I'm just going to chuck it in the building, trying to hit something that's clearly burnable. It will flare up into a fire.
Big money, no whammies.
Natural 20.
Oh! Okay. So I'll say even from 100 feet away, you just... And this alchemist fire just flies through the air and just... With a bit of an explosion, hits right into this collapsed roof.
As soon as I throw it, I just... when you throw something, you feel like it's just perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Like you shoot a 3-pointer and you just like,
you already know it's going in before.
Turn around, and I just grab it and I'm like, different direction. We need to try and get in there.
In the past 2 minutes, we've said a football, baseball, and basketball analogy. This is great.
Kobe! Zero yells out as he tosses it. And you just see it fly through the air. And as soon as it hits, it explodes. A small little firebomb explodes.
Hole in one.
And you don't even see this creature react to it. It simply just stops completely still as this starts lighting up. He stays still as the flames start licking up. And you see as his eyes move down to his feet. Now imagine the flames getting a little higher as this all is happening. And it seems like he almost melts into the floor.
Oh.
As he just starts like into a puddle on the ground. This cloak overlaying the cobblestones as the flames burn higher. And then you start seeing the whole cloak just start moving further down the street.
Oh.
Roiling as it goes.
I don't like that.
Oh. That's disconcerting.
Heading east and away from the defender's heart.
Good, be gone, foul thing.
Yeah, what?
God.
Just imagine this like down the street as it goes.
How fast is it moving?
Pretty quick.
Like
30, 60 feet per 6 seconds, let's say.
All right. Well, that worked a little bit better than I thought. Should we go in?
Yeah, we need to go in and be on our guard.
We should find the Irabeth immediately.
They need more guards. It's stupid of them to only put up a few in this city at this time. Let's go. Start going.
Head inside.
Yep.
I'm going to posthumous. I'm going to, before we go in there, I'm going to cast Bless. Just in case. I'm going to hit all of us with Bless.
Ooh.
All right.
How long does that last for?
It lasts for a minute.
Cool. Do you want us to do it like right when we're going in?
Yeah.
Instead of
Right at the door.
Kick the door open and cast Bless.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Shoots out. You open the door, and it seems like business as usual in here. Looks like the numbers have even grown, maybe a bit. 250, maybe 260 people you now see around this place. Again, there's a collection of crusaders along with normal civilians just trying to get by at this moment. You open the door, and one of the guards at the door is like, "Who let you in?"
We let ourselves in.
We don't have time. There's corruption here, and we need to rout it out as soon as we can.
Irabeth speaks up as you see her walk around the corner, and she's like, "They're right with me. Come this way." And the guards kind of motion you to move over to her.
As we're walking, like, Corso doesn't even look into their eye, but as we're leaving, just be like, you need more than 2 guards at the door.
They kind of like look at each other, and they both look out the door and see there's no one there. "What have you discovered? Please, come sit down," Irabeth says.
Do you have someplace more private? We don't trust anybody here.
"I do have my own room, if you would like to speak there." "I don't know why I'm speaking this way. I'm a half-orc. She speaks more like this. She says, I have my own room. Yes. Would you like to speak there?"
Yes.
All right. You walk down the hallway, and there's 2 guards at the door that she moves by. Nothing spectacular. She's just taking a normal room, but she leads you inside, closing the door behind her. "So how did it go?"
As we start this, I'm going to, just my Azarian suspicion kicking off, I am going to study target on her. And as we're revealing all this stuff to her, I want to see her reaction on that.
Okay.
First, who did we accuse when we first came here?
Yeah, it was Faxon. What of it?
Is he still here?
I've not seen him in a while. His guards left, and I assume that they took him out. He has many safe houses around the city.
Including ones that worship Baphomet.
Is that what you discovered?
Corso.
So Corso begins to take out the binder, the notes with the names. I think that was just it. It was just the binder and the...
And then there was a map with where it showed the patrols.
The patrols,
that the
that's
Crusaders were taking. Yes.
And the note.
And the note.
Yeah, so I have that note ready, and I'd just be like, I believe we have the evidence that condemns Faxon. And there are notes here with names. We don't know what this implicates, if they're guilty, if they've been supplying arms or money to the Templars. We don't know, but these names are here.
You give her all this information?
I lay it out on the table, but I am not letting her take it.
Okay, but you do lay it out, so she starts reading it.
And I let her know, like, this will be staying with us.
Okay. I want you to do me a favor real fast then, as this is happening. I want you to actually read that note again. That you found on his desk that he was... appears that he was writing.
real quick, actually, before I read that note, I kind of just lean over to Azarian. Just keep an eye on her facial expressions.
I am.
So the note says, Minago, you were right. The Crusaders fell for it. Bait and hook. Even now, the Templars along the border report in that they gather en masse around their beloved stones, believing they are safe, preparing for the inevitable assault. How little they know that they are the lambs preparing their own slaughter. How I wish to see their faces as the illusion of safety crumbles around them. They will not know their failings until it is too late. The city fell even faster than we could have hoped for. I wish you could have been here by my side to revel in the glory of it. You were right about Kormzadah, and I was wrong to have doubted you. It is not my place to question your judgment and wisdom. You have entrusted me with command of Canabras, and I intend to repay that debt in full 100 lifetimes. My life is a life bought with loyalty, and to that end I have secured the weapon as you asked. It is in my possession, far away from the skittering of locusts. It is as you said, they are like their master. When one appears, they spawn as an infestation. You are right to be wary. They believe themselves to be smarter than us, smarter than him, but they do not realize that the most intelligent of them poses no more threat to him than an actual locust. While they hide in their garrison with their chunk of rock, awaiting their witch, we pave the way for the only true Lord to snatch victory away from those who will claim it as their own. I and it await your return. Faxon.
Zarian, this is the first time you're hearing this letter in this room as he reads it out, or she reads it out. Now you guys have a little time to process that. What do you think?
What is the name? It mentions a name in the middle. Oh, crap. Kormzadah.
That's the Baylor.
That's the Baylor.
That
Okay.
you know is the Baylor, the one that destroyed the Wardstone.
Also, what weapon was he referring to that he said he had in his possession? Is that a weapon we
A
now
weapon.
have?
A weapon.
He says,
It might be the
my life is a life bought with loyalty, and to that end I have secured the weapon as you asked. It is in my possession, far away from the skittering of locusts.
Yeah, so what weapon is that?
It could be the rod, or it's in a different location.
Or there's that little like item in that.
Yeah, we haven't fully checked everything.
There was that small little box.
Or
Yeah.
wait,
Oh.
so this guy worshipped Baphomet. So that first cultist we found was a worshiper of Baphomet. Maybe he's referring to Radiance. Because he said it's far away.
He says it's in my possession though, right? Or
Yeah, but that could have been one of his underlings, and he's
I think it was
in my
maybe because
possession.
they were directly communicating with each other.
I think that might be actually it. Yeah,
I think he might be referring to Radiant.
because I think Hasilla was his underling, which would be his.
It described a witch, but it sounded like it was in reference to the Crusaders' witch, right?
That's what I think.
Like they're mocking somebody as like a witch. Hold on, while they hide in their garrison with their chunk of rock, awaiting their witch. That it might be the queen.
Yeah,
Waiting for the queen.
That's what
Oh,
They're basically that's the PG version of calling her a bitch, like because that's what Irabeth said that they're waiting on is reinforcements from the queen, who Mazir is going to romance 100%. Get ready, DM. Oh yeah. Anyways,
A lot of explicit roleplay.
Oh God, I'll just listen to an hour of explicit roleplay.
and so maybe that's what it is. We pave the way for the only true Lord. Blah blah blah. The only thing that we can't really confirm is I and it.
I'm wondering if it is the worm dude.
That, and we also don't know.
Because what else would you call that?
But we
It's
also
an it.
we also don't know for sure what weapon. It could be a weapon
I
that
think you're right. I
that
think
they
it's-
have.
do
That
we know if Faxon is directly connected with Worm Guy? Have we
He
seen
said it says he was keeping the weapon away from him. far away from the skittering of locusts.
Yeah, skittering of locusts.
Well,
It was underground.
locust is different than the worm.
Oh, that's true, because the skittering of locusts could be any follower of...
they're trying to keep it away from the
Is I in it?
Discari.
Discari.
So maybe the worshippers of Baphomet, they're not seeing eye to eye with the worshippers of Discari.
No, of course they don't.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, like, so that's what's going on. That could be what's going on, is they're having almost a civil war within the city between Discari and Baphomet.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Was Cormsada... Is Cormsada one of the ones that the
He was writing
Wardstone...
He was riding that giant bug. And
That's the
cut
Baylor.
out
Oh,
the
okay,
Baylor.
yeah.
You would know Cormsada too as the one. He was the Baylor who had years ago came in and originally launched an attack on the Wardstone in Canabris, and ultimately chipped a piece of it, weakened it for the future. And he was the one you saw riding who destroyed the Wardstone. Was this Baylor general? He's basically the general of the demonic forces in the world.
And he's coming to finish the job.
He finished the job. He destroyed the Wardstone.
Apparently.
So while that's red, what's her demeanor? Like, is she shocked? Is she like, oh, they found me out too?
Yeah.
Or
She reads it, and you notice her hands are kind of trembling as she reads the note. She sets down it and she starts peering over the ledger, reading some of the names, and it's clear to her, or it's clear to the rest of you guys, that she kind of stops on certain names and her eyes go wide and she nods or shakes her head at a few as she moves through. She takes a look at the map and she looks at the rest of you guys and she says, it's clear they knew what we were doing. They've been watching us for some time. We always knew the Templars were going to be a problem in the city, but... She points to the ledger with the name. She says, I had no idea they were this deep, this connected. We didn't stand a chance. The first Crusades, it was so much easier at that time. You knew who the enemies were. It wasn't until Baphomet came into the war that he muddied everything up. It's far easier to turn on us, to make us turn on each other, than just to kill us outright. That's too simple for someone like that. This is very, very valuable information. A few of these people, she points to, 3 different names on the page in front of her. I knew them, I worked with them. They're here right now. I checked with a cleric we have here. The note you gave me from earlier, the one incriminating Faxon, it's legitimate. And this right here is more proof. We don't have much to give, but I'll pay you for all this information. It may just save all of our lives.
this ledger of names, do you think it is incriminating these people, or these...
Looks like these were the ones on the take. How much they were making off working with the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. My wife has been working for some time to track the Templars. It's hard work, but many of these names are ones I sent her to investigate. It tracks, at least as far as I know. It's hard to know exactly how far this corruption runs, but this is a good start. And right here you can see they had our positions, our patrols, what times, how many of us in a squad. Not only information can come from within. We knew that, but we didn't have proof, and now we do.
Well, and since we don't have a sitting government acting in place, I think the terms of their execution will lie to us.
We need to take the ones that are here, one by one, quietly and quickly. We have this information within a few hours. How long did it take to come over from there?
Not long, less than an hour.
The information will spread that we have this. Luckily, we've taken care of Faxon. And I just pull out the head and just drop it. Everything that we've said has been right. You need to start trusting us, even though you've known us for hours.
I would like to, but this ledger right here is proof that it is hard. Trust is hard to come by in this city. You understand that. Now, you have given me no reason to distrust you. And like I said, don't have much in the coffers as far as the Crusades are concerned, but we will pay you for this information. As far as some of these names, we will go through it. I would recommend we don't kill them immediately. My wife has a certain way with making people talk. I say we question them, first what we know. This is only a partial list. I would wager this can't be the list of everybody who was working with the Templars in this city. But if we can garner any information, even through unscrupulous ends, that is why my wife does what she does, and she does it well. She may be able to get even more names from them. As far as execution goes, again, this is not a city with laws or government, but we are not animals. We'll still hold them in trial.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but I don't think we have time for trials.
Perhaps not, but there is time for questioning.
Well, then we question them, and then at least do me the honor of letting me execute the Templars that betrayed our trust.
I will consider it.
Oh.
It's the best I can do at the moment.
We also, and I would assume everyone would agree, demand that one of ours is in every room questioning. I think Azarian, you can do that, right?
I can. At least much better than your Templars, your Crusaders who have let this evil fester in here.
You do understand they are amongst us.
Yes.
This is not every name. There's others not even on this list that are in here are sympathizers for Baphomet, Discari. I would not go back to the Fourth Crusade, though. I will not do what Prelude Holrun done. Hang people, just off notions. I will not let it come to that. I will not let us turn on our own as we did before. The very mention of demonic activity could lead to hangings. We need to be better than that. If we are not, then we are just as bad as the demons are.
But once we ascertain the truth, then justice follows, and justice demands that the betrayers meet their end.
That we are in agreement. I can offer you 4,000 gold for all of this information.
Whoa!
This may just save lives. May just save the city. With every hour that passes, I am afraid there are no reinforcements coming. We may be on our own. Now I'm not paying you. Get out, she said.
He just wants to swim in it.
You had 5 seconds to say yes.
We may be completely alone. And enough time has passed that if there was any sort of reinforcements coming, they would already be here. We need to move quick. We need to find whatever information we can from these other locations you told me about. This is a start, and already we are much safer. Thanks to you. I implore you, please, check these other locations, see what information you can gather.
How's everyone looking? Are we ready to head out, or do we need to get more supplies?
I am nervous at this inaction, I will admit. I'm not sure if you're even aware, or if any of us have even stated, but you've already been taken hold of outside in your own paroles. Your patrols. We had a giant worm monster, man, just outside killing all of your guards. And nothing was done.
Oh, yeah, we didn't tell anyone about that yet.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah, we didn't want to
what?
say anything to cause panic, but your guards have no means of checking those blind spots. If he came in and charged through the front door through that opening, we would have all been dead. And there's no safety. And us as Crusaders need to act with action and intent We are just waiting for information to come around. And you call yourself a head of Crusaders? You know the perpetrators. You have it in blood-signed seals. You need to act on this. Whether we are there or not, you. This is not a time for inaction. Peace. Our city is burning to the ground. Are you aware of that? Are you aware this is the only place we have left? And you're sitting around. I've barely seen you leave that chair. Now, if you please, we will go and do our job. I suggest you do the same as a crusader. No, not even as a crusader, as a warrior, as a soldier, for the people of righteousness, for the people of man. Don't care about your morals, your beliefs. Not here, not you. You need to fight for what's right. And you have it right here. I'm done with waiting. Sorry.
Sounds like we're heading to Topaz Solutions then.
Yes.
First off, let me grab you a toast. Oh, damn!
First off, Corso's just like at church right now, just like
Amen.
preach.
I was like,
That
King.
was fantastic.
Dude, I'm a little scared.
I'm pumped up, baby. I'm ready to jump in with you guys. I want a PC. Let's go. That was well done.
I run through a brick wall for that man.
Yeah, whoa. I'm curious what she gonna say. What's she gonna say?
She's going to stand up and she looks at you and she says, this was not the position I asked for. I am a commander of the Eagle's Watch, and that was it. This whole responsibility was thrust upon me out of necessity. I am the only one left in the city who stood up in Prelude Horun's absence. I am doing what I can with what I have at the moment. Yes, there are traitors among us, but I am not good enough to weed each and every one out. I am making do with the limited people and resources I have at my disposal. I was not trained for this, nor did I ask for this. If you truly are a man of action, as you say you are, then go and find these other places, root out evil, and in my stead, I will take care of these names on this list. They will be held responsible. We will interrogate them, find out whatever they know. That I can promise you. Justice will be swift. Justice will be delivered, but I will not devolve into some sort of animal. I will not kill on the very basis of whims, hearsay. Even as I step out into the courtyard and amongst the crusaders that once they were my equals, they point, they murmur amongst each other. I hear the ramblings of suspicion. You can't trust him, you can't trust her. It's all around us. None of us were prepared for this. None of us were trained for this. I, myself included. I do what I can. And I am trying my very best to uphold Iomede's very tradition of justice, righteous vengeance. But I am outmatched. Do you think I would ask these strangers I see in front of me to take such sensitive missions unaway? Given another time or place, even a week ago, I would scoff at the very notion of it. But this is where we are at. I have no other choice but to trust you. And that is what I am doing. This is a good start. And we have plans. Prove to me. Prove to me that I can fully trust you. We are not sitting completely by inaction, even though it may appear that way. Things are in the works. We have to rely on ourselves. I am acting under the auspicion that Mendev will never appear and that Canabris has been declared destroyed, left for dead. Who knows if even the other ward stones remain? Perhaps all of Galarian burns while we sit here, for all I know. Maybe the demons have not arrived in force because they've already moved past us, looted the city, took whatever's worth of any value, and have moved on. Nerosia, Numeria, Mendev, they all might be burning at this moment. So work with me then.
Azarian kind of almost with, I don't want to say like disgust, but clearly some signs of discontent as he straightens up and gives that crusader salute and says, "May Iomade guide you, Commander." And he saunters out of the room.
And Corso pulls out those, I think it was 5 symbols of those symbols of Iomade that we found in the chest. Corso just kind of throws them on the table. We also retrieved those of our fallen brothers and sisters. We will work with you. The wicked thrive in chaos, and the righteous work towards peace. That is what we'll do for you. But we need you to act fast. When you have the information, you execute them.
We will question them.
Because if we let them thrive, even in the laws, it will keep them alive. And then that's when it all festers and you still have the remnants of corruption that cannot be undone. We have to root them out.
Azarian, give me a sense motor check.
Oh. Yes. Ooh, pretty good, pretty good. And I was looking at her. Funny. 28.
28. Damn. It's very good. Ooh. Through this interaction, you get the feeling that she is not being dishonest, shady. You get the feeling that maybe she is really, as she says, ill-prepared for this. Maybe a bit incompetent. Might not be the right word, but that she's a little out of her depth. That's kind of the feeling you're getting. Yeah, inexperienced. You get the feeling that she didn't ask for this. This wasn't her prerogative. She didn't want this mantle. But she is doing what she can at the moment. And you all exit out of the room. You meet with the Nevia, who's there sitting around a table with some food. She is going to pay you guys 4,000 gold.
Yes,
nice.
Wow.
Damn.
Can I seek from just like other clerics and stuff, just additional healing for what I have left?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Here comes the money.
I'm all out of healing spells for today. Here's some gauze, though. How far down are you?
I have 33 of 38.
Okay. I do have 1 cure light wounds left, but I was going to help this child who's bleeding to death. Do you want me to do it to you instead?
I've got a whooping cough, sir.
Just kidding.
I can't breathe.
Yes.
Yes,
child needs
even
cure
though he's bleeding internally. Blood coming from his eyes. Are you okay? Hey, excuse me, sir.
I've got shot in the jugular, sir.
I just lift up my
There's
spear.
a crossbow out of his neck, but he's like, any second.
Sir, please, they tried to sacrifice me to a demon.
I can't feel my legs anymore.
Please,
like nubs.
It's been a fortnight since I last ate.
Mazir just finishes off the kid.
Get out of the way.
Some little British kid. Tiny
He
Tim.
is evil.
There's enough clerics moving about that if you take probably 15-20 minutes, they can patch you back up.
Okay.
Is, what's his name? The wizard, blind wizard, is he still here?
Aravashniel?
Aravashniel.
You don't see him at the moment. And right now, you sit down with the Nevia who pays you guys for the gold, and she says, I promise I will take a look at whatever you've got for us. I will handle it. They will tell me everything.
Nice.
I know the names. Trust me on that. You did good work, by the way. These Templars are hard to find, grained deep within the city. I recommend you check out the other places. I will get to work on that. As you're sitting there talking to her, tell me, what is your guys' plan? I mean, what's kind of the immediate plan for right now?
Well, Topaz Solutions is the nearest one to the Defender's Heart. Probably take a bit longer to get to than the Tower of Estrad. We have to walk around a bit longer way, but it's still much closer than the Nicerian Manor is.
Yeah.
Also, there's
We could probably tackle Topaz Solutions and then rest and then hit that last one, maybe.
Sounds like a decent plan. Also, there's a ladybug still on the map, DM.
Who cares? She should be there for all time.
Oh, Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Cool, awesome. It's a.
I'm assuming
There's a gigantic 10 foot tall, 10 foot wide.
And her name is Lady Bug.
And I'm assuming at some point we're gonna all gather together to have Azarian detect magic on what's left.
Oh,
because I'm dying to freaking know, and we keep on talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to know what we got.
How dare we talk?
Also, just in hindsight, what direction was the cloak moving? Was it still eastbound?
He went east.
Okay.
Yes, he still went east.
Okay.
Okay, so then you're sitting at this table with Anevia. You pull out. What do you pull out?
We have that rod.
You pull out the rod and this little small box. Again, I said it easily fits in the palm of your hand. It's probably only 5-6 inches tall.
Only 5 or 6 inches.
Only 5 or 6.
That's average size.
What kind of size?
Totally average. Actually, a little bit big. For being honest.
I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, if you really think about it, like it is this kind of like reddish velvet box with a bit of like gold filament tracing the lines. And it comes to the top, and there's a bit of rope that is tied to the end of it.
Azarian is going to once again bring his star knife towards the middle of his palm, start spinning it deeper into the palm in a circular motion until these spiral and like white shapes form from his hand, and he presses forward, and this kind of wave of some type of energy pulses out to detect this magic. So I'm going
Nice.
Remind me again. First round, you get what type of school?
I get the presence or absence of magical auras,
Okay, obviously.
Second round.
Lights up.
number of different magical auras, and the power of most potent aura.
Okay, so both of them light up as magic. Hold it. That second round, you detect that rod is much stronger sense of magic around it.
Okay. And I'll pump it again for a third round.
Hold it.
And this is the strength and location.
Okay.
If the items or creatures bearing the aura are in line of sight, I can make a knowledge arcana check to determine the school of magic involved in each.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. You are holding this, and I imagine you guys are just sitting around a table as this is happening. Nevia's there as well, and you start getting a strong abjuration magic coming from this rod. Holding on that small box, you detect a small, faint divination magic coming from it. And I mean, it is strong abjuration magic.
It says if it is emanating from a magical item, I can attempt to use a spellcraft check to identify the magical item.
Yeah, so now that you know the school of it and you're holding this, I'm gonna allow Zalik and Azarian and anybody who has spellcraft or knowledge arcana to make checks on this now.
Nice. I'll go with a spellcraft.
I will as well.
So I imagine you guys like both staring at it as it's like lighting up, and Azarian's telling you exactly what he feels, and now you're like, oh, okay, I think this might be a
27.
Okay.
A 15.
15.
That's so.
Let's move with this small box, giving off faint divination magic. Did anybody? Maybe I didn't describe it well enough. It's like small, kind of hold up, and it's tied at the top together, and then there's that bit of rope. It is tied at the top, so it's closed.
I don't think we opened it, did we?
Let's open it. Fuck.
I'll open it.
Anybody have like a detect trap or something?
Hell no.
Too late.
Open that bad boy.
Fireball just.
You open up the box, and inside there is a small scroll rolled into a very small, tight coil.
Garbage. Throw it in the fire.
Okay, perfect.
What does it say? I open it up and show it to the wizard.
It is indeed written in abyssal.
It is. Let's go.
Small, only about a sentence long, written down on it. But you start reading the words, and it says, "We walk amongst the herd." Azarian, Zalik, you know this to be a wondrous item.
What?
Known as a phylactery of faithfulness.
Did something just appear on the bottom left screen that says 1 of 5? Something?
Yes, it's a collectible that you now need to find. This item is a tiny box containing religious scripture. The box is affixed to a leather rope and tied around the forehead, worn so that the box sits upon the wearer's brow. The wearer of a phylactery of faithfulness is aware of any action or item that could adversely affect his alignment and his standing with his deity, including magical effects.
Whoa.
That is what I will tell you. That's what that is.
But it's written in abyssal?
Small little scroll written in abyssal. It says, "We walk amongst the herd."
Can I read the last line of that description too, or no?
I mean, this.
Yes, you can. Since you looked it up, cheater.
Oh,
Hey, I just want to know what it was.
You told us the full name. It's
I
like
was
a
about
demon.
to ask how it functions.
That's
but,
what I was hoping somebody would ask me how it functions.
He acquires this information prior to performing such an action or becoming associated with such an item if he takes a moment to contemplate the act. It's like a little mini divination box almost.
Again, the wearer of this phylactery is aware of any action or item that could adversely affect his alignment and his standing with his deity,
Oh, yeah, it has an aura of divination, duh.
including magical effects.
If I killed this child, would Iomade disapprove?
yeah, it's probably for Corso or probably Corso, probably.
But so it's like a charm that protects you from like a spell or picking up an item that would change your alignment.
No, not necessarily. It mostly is a physical representation that further aligns you with your deity, specifically the deity that is associated with this phylactery of faithfulness.
Interesting.
Oh, do we have an idea of what? Oh, we.
So it's probably...
Whose god is it?
Wait, if it's written in abyssal,
Yeah.
This item is a tiny box containing religious scripture.
Abjuration.
No, this
Or
is
no, that was-
divination, faint divination magic.
wait, is there any way to identify who the deity would be? Oh, without probably freaking wearing.
There is no mundane way to determine what function this religious item performs until it.
Oh no!
Yeah, he acquires this information prior to performing such an action or becoming associated with such an item if he takes a moment to contemplate the act.
I mean, there's always some pretty routine ways to check. If you do an obviously good act and the box doesn't like it.
By the way, this is a magical item. You wear it in the slot of a headband. You literally tie it around your forehead so that the box rests upon your brow.
That's so weird. Okay.
Something to think about.
Not doing it.
There's so much flavor dripping from this item. It'd be a shame not to wear it.
We walk amongst sheep.
We walk
Amongst the herd.
Amongst the herd.
Like they're corrupted inside the herd.
Well, I'm wondering if, I mean, do we know this item? Because if it's something that like, oh, it's a wondrous item that we're aware of, is this something that we're like?
I will tell you this: they're not like when I say wondrous item, these are not like this is not a one of a kind thing. Well, this is a magical item, no doubt, and it's not very common or prevalent. But you may see priests of all different deities and ilks and gods wear this kind of item.
How much is it worth?
1,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
I say we hold on to it and then figure out what god it's under, and if it's under a god we align with, we keep it. If not, we cast it back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
Does your detect evil?
Detect fiendish presence.
Or detect alignment. Don't you have that?
I do, but I think it's only humanoids. Right?
Yeah, I think detect.
This spell functions like detect evil, except that it detects only outsiders with the evil subtype as well.
Oh, it's like a thing, like a
an
being.
an outsider. Yeah. I think you can just cast detect alignment, correct? Does it specify what for Azarian?
You can sense the presence of evil. The amount of information reveals present number of evil auras, creatures, objects, or spells.
Okay.
That should work.
My eyes turn to almost this like black ichor with these like reddish dilated pupils as I like am like shifting forms, or not shifting forms, but just like attempting to locate these evil presences by like almost like this darkened vision in my eyes.
And that box does detect as evil.
Oh. Put it on. This is a demonic piece of artifact. We should destroy this.
I agree.
Oh wait, we should sell it.
Sell it. Yeah. There's someone that's going to be buying
Let me hold on to it. I'll find someone.
And are we okay with selling them this type of product?
Yes.
Yes.
So
I see what kind of party we're rolling around.
Yes.
So you detected evil on it?
Yeah. It's an evil presence.
Oh, what really is evil, you know?
Give me a knowledge religion check.
I will. Thank you for this roll, DM. I always appreciate it. Knowledge religion roll. That's a natural one.
Wait, can I try?
Yes.
Okay.
Evil equals bad. I don't need to know what kind of god it is.
Bro, yeah, that's what you do. Like, let's destroy it.
We found it in a demonic camp.
Oh, massive. God, I'm rolling rocks on these checks. 18.
It's what we need from our wizard.
Yeah, was
Yeah, this is what.
Wait, what check it was again?
Knowledge religion.
Oh, religion. Oh, that's my good one. 29.
Oh, okay. So you get the presence of evil on this box, so it's probably safe to assume, finding in a religious text with abyssal written in it, that this is clearly devoted to some kind of evil god. That's what this use was. There was probably a cleric or, an inquisitor or somebody like that of an evil ilk that would wear this, and so that they were in line with their gods. An item like this phylactery of faithfulness is generally more associated with good aligned paladins wear this kind of stuff, so that they always know, like, okay, what would Iomade want me to do in this situation? They contemplate in stressful situations of like, should I kill him? Should I do this? Should I blah blah blah? But this was devoted to some kind of evil deity. 29, I will tell you this: it is possible, with some magical means, that you could change who this box's deity is,
like consecrate it.
You could basically consecrate it and change the deity. But right now, not because you would throw it on and it would change to yours, this box is devoted in some evil deity's name. And you're going to have to get rid of that enchantment and place your own on it. That's what it would require.
To be fair, there's also a chance it's some lawful evil that, maybe you're cool with, that you want to put that on.
How about you hold on to it for us?
I'll hold on to it.
This box is related to this deity. Now, it's impossible to tell what deity it is unless you can decipher what that religious text means. But you would put this on, and even if you're aligned to Iomade, it would be telling you to the evil god. So if Corso put it on and was like, should I kill this child? This box would probably be like, yes, do it, because it's acting to the deity it's already sworn to.
Unless it's a lawful evil god, it would say, no, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it would say no, but yeah. So that's what this phylactery of faithfulness is. So it's an interesting item, and why they had it hidden in this treasure chest with all these other items that generally included these symbols of Iomade, longswords, crusaders, stuff they stole from crusaders. Let's keep this going, because what you sense through that one strong abjuration magic coming off that rod. What did you roll on Knowledge Arcana? It was 20, way up in the high 20s.
Yeah, I was high 20s.
You detect that this is a crazy good item. Want to know what it is?
Yes.
This is called a Rod of Cancellation.
Oh. Is
canceling the most powerful of modern artifacts.
what is this counter?
Why don't you read it as Zalek knows what this item is?
This dreaded rod is a bane to magic items, for its touch drains an item of all magical properties.
Whoa.
The item touch must make a successful DC 23 will save to prevent the rod from draining it. If a creature is holding it at the time, then the item can use the holder's will save bonus in place of its own if the holder's is better. In such cases, contact is made by making a melee touch attack roll. Upon draining an item, the rod becomes brittle and cannot be used again. Oh wow. Drained items are only restorable by a wish or miracle spell. If a sphere of annihilation and a rod of cancellation negate each other, nothing can restore either of them.
That is what this item is.
Wow.
What the hell? That's outrageously powerful.
That's crazy.
So it can,
That's destroying any magical item.
Caster level 17, by the way.
Where do they find that, and what are they doing with it, more importantly?
Oh, they were going to use that on Radiance.
Or wait, is this the wet? Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to...
On good item. Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's the weapon they were referring to use on Radiance? I don't know.
They're trying to destroy good artifacts.
But also...
or the stone.
Oh, that too.
Because demons get more pleasure out of turning something good into something evil, so I don't think like they would maybe want to destroy it.
Corrupting and restoring. Yeah, maybe.
Like if it's I don't know. I'm just spitballing. That's what I think.
If they can take the power out of the stone, like if it is destroyed, cool. But if they also want to just drain it of its power and reduce it from demons teleporting in and out, like because we haven't seen demons teleport, right? Like we haven't seen anything like that so far.
You have not.
And so we don't know for sure because the stone protects the world outside of the world wound from that happening.
The ward stone prevents any sort of teleportation from demons.
And so they simply might be trying to use that in order to cancel it out whenever they want to. So maybe they haven't done it yet. Or it could be used for something completely different.
But where did they find it?
They got it from the abyss. Just brought it in. They've been probably preparing for this for a long time.
Faxon guy must be pretty important if he had this.
I mean, wasn't this in the interrogation chest too?
Yeah.
Wasn't this possibly on a bunch of other people's items? Like they were searching for people to attack?
It's possible. They may have didn't realize they had it. Or what
also, I mean, I don't know specifically, but the book, when it was imbued with magic, could have had some sort of significance at the time.
I mean, any ultra powerful demon would have access to powerful items like that. They probably gave it to him for some specific purpose. I don't think you used a level 17 spell.
Caster level 7.
Caster level 17 in order to just have him do nilly-willy.
It's essentially like a mage's disjunction. It's like a 9th level spell in this rod.
Trained items are only restorable by a wish or miracle spell.
Yeah, so it's really high.
Yeah. Is that fully charged? Has there been charges used on that? Is that something we know?
It is a one-time use item.
So
upon draining an item, the rod becomes brittle and cannot be used again. It is a one-time use.
If you use on a potion, the potion loses its magic ability.
You guys take a potion to cure light wounds, and you're like, let's see how this works. Oh, no!
Water.
It's just red juice.
But
it is a one-time item.
It's got to be used for something big.
Well, yeah, we would save this for something really big.
But I mean what they're planning on.
Well, go back and
they might not even know. Oh, go ahead.
Go back and reread that letter. Might be something in there that even, I'm just saying, there's things to consider about why would they be keeping these two items, and especially this, a rod of cancellation is extremely, extremely valuable, extremely rare, and extremely dangerous, by the way, because, like it says, this is a bane to wizards and liches. This is their greatest fear because you touch a phylactery with it and you drain it of powers. There are very powerful people who the Rod of Cancellation is like their greatest fear that they come into, to drain any source of power from it. I mean, if you were to sell this item, it's 11,000 gold pieces for a one-time item use. So why would it be in that chest? Why would Faxon be holding on to it? It's something to think about, because
They're hide while they hide in their garrison with their chunk of rock. I mean, it could simply be
The wards.
they were talking about the kite and it's already gone. But this letter could have been. It sounds like this letter was after the attack, because he was doubting. He was doubting the Kormzadeh. He was doubting him, and then it succeeded, and he's like, I'm sorry for doubting, right? And so the rock, I'm assuming, is the stone, or the ward stone. They hide in their garrison with their chunk of rock, waiting their witch. The witch, I'm assuming, is the queen.
That makes sense.
We pave the way for the only true Lord to snatch victory away from those who will claim it as their own. Is there something that City felt?
Is that a witch? Is that something ringing any bells to something that I might have experienced? And I feel like that's dinging some bells for me. That is.
why don't you give me a knowledge history? Whoever.
I swear.
Azarian.
Zalek puts his head over Azarian's head and remembers for him.
I don't have knowledge history.
You could bring up to him about what you're thinking and see if it pops up. I mean, obviously it may not be as backstory related.
I don't know. That's what I'm curious about. Is this something that is kind of ringing my PTSD?
Oh man.
It sounds very familiar to you. And there's something about this letter in particular for the rest of all of you guys. The letter you first found, that you encounter the guy outside of the Defender's Heart who gives you the letter. Remember, that one was addressed to Faxon, talking about the upcoming attack on Canabris. It says, Faxon, thank you for, telling us about your former boss handling of funds. You won't have to be in Canabris much longer. I wish I could be there. The attack will be swift. It mentions that, in fact, why don't we just read that letter real fast here? No, why don't one of you guys read that letter real fast? I want you to really think about this, guys. I want you to think about this, because this may or may not be important, and I'm not going to belabor this too much longer, and I'm not going to tell you, oh, this is what it means and what you should do, but there might be something you may want to glean from this.
I've got pulled up if we're...
Go ahead.
Are you talking about the old letter or the new one?
The new one that were the Minago to, or the one from...
The one you first found. The first one was addressed to Faxon.
Oh.
Who's got it?
I actually don't have one that book.
Because just in this very simple terms, I mean, the letter you just found was written to Minago from Faxon. You find it on his desk. It looks like he's in the process of either having just written it or was in the process of writing it.
Who had that?
Oh, the ones with the locations?
Not the ones
No.
in the location.
That's the one I have.
Not the ones you found in Hosilla's lair
The one we found off that guard that was
in the
running
first
away.
episode, yes.
Oh, who has that?
Of course, it all comes back to the first episode.
He comes by and he's almost missing his arm and he's bleeding out, and he says, "Take this and give it to Prelude Holrun." It says, "Faxon, you did well to report your superior's mishandling of funds, and I trust that you will continue to serve as loyally in the weeks to come. You need not command the Canabris Templars for long, for the city is about to die. I only wish I could be there to take part in its murder. for I have fond memories of my Red Morning massacre. No matter, I suppose, for your mortal kin will all fall soon enough. As I said, Canabras's days are short. Vorlesh has already left to meet with our Lord's daughter in the abyss to secure an Ahandrian crystal in the proper purity. And once she has what she needs, she'll arrive in Canabras to finish the job and turn the wardstones fully to our use. You will know when she succeeds, I suspect. Praise Lord Baphomet. Signed, Monago. Now compare that to the letter that you just found, addressed to Monago from Faxon. And in this note, you were right. He does say the city fell even faster than we could have hoped for. I wish you could have been there by my side to revel in the glory of it. You were right about Kormzada, and I was wrong to have doubted you. It is not my place to question your judgment and wisdom. You have entrusted me with command of Canabras, and I intend to repay that debt in full, 100 lifetimes. My life is a life bought with loyalty, and to that end, I have secured the weapon as you asked. It is in my possession, far away from the skittering of locusts. It is, as you said, they are like their master. When one appears, they spawn as an infestation. You were right to be wary. They believe themselves to be smarter than us, smarter than him, but they do not realize that the most intelligent of them possess no more threat to him than an actual locust. While they hide in their garrison with their chunk of rock, awaiting their witch, we pave the way for the only true Lord to snatch victory away from those who will claim it as their own. I and it await your return. Signed, Faxon.
Who's their one true lord? That's the thing.
It could be referring to the weapon.
Baphomet? Like,
The witch is Vorlesh.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not talking about the Crusaders. They're talking about their conflict with each other between Baphomet and the Lord of Locusts, Skari. I don't think this has any. They don't give a shit about the Crusaders. They think that they're done.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Right? Like, so they are in the kite right now, holding the stone away from Baphomet. They're waiting for the witch, which I'm assuming is Vorlesh, to come and do whatever they're going to do. But it sounds like Baphomet and his followers want to get in there and get it. I don't think that they're working together at all. I think that they probably maybe attacked at the same time, or they originally were attacking together. Conflict, as demons obviously do. And now there's something else that they have going on that I don't know.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. And then the rod of cancellation is to cancel the Nahandrian crystal or the ward fragment of the ward stone or some shit.
Because the rod of cancellation is in the hands of Baphomet worshippers now and us. They want to probably get rid of it because maybe they just want to go destroy everything. While Daskari and his followers are trying to almost like do something else. I don't know, but whatever it is, they're at conflict with each other now, and they're not allowing Baphomet to do what he wants to do, and obviously that's pissing him off.
Two things are going to happen as you guys sit around in the Defender's Heart reading these notes, getting ready to head to Topaz Solutions.
Yep.
First thing that's going to happen is I'm going to give a token to Dan.
Good job, Dan.
For no apparent reason, obviously. And another thing happens as well. As you guys peer over these letters, one of the doors behind you leading to these rooms opens. And out walks Arvashnil.
And you can see.
And the white from his eyes are gone.
Hey!
Instead, he has these beautiful kind of light blue eyes. He says, hello, my friends. It's good to finally actually meet you. And in his hands, he strides towards you, and he's petting a cat that is wearing a very strange-looking silver circlet around its head.
What?
Meow. And he says, I have the most interesting stories to tell you. that I learned while you were gone. Go ahead. And the cat looks at you all in his hands and it says, "It's nice to meet you."
What the hell?
And we'll see you next week, guys.
You mother.
Thank you for watching the Point of Luck podcast. Catch another episode every Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I think that's it.
All right. You're saying you're a Karlak person.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Big Dami Mommy, send her my way, okay?
If you're not a Karlak person, get out.
I killed her immediately.
Go home.
She was trying to rebel against the
The end of
devil.
the podcast.
She got forced to do that.
How dare she rebel against?
She's got
Smody.
thick thighs,
Lord.
homie. Are
She's
you
an
gonna really send that away?
experimental
Dude.
lab rat
Shadowheart
that she was forced
every
into.
fucking time.
Not Karlak.
I can't.
Oh my god.
Dude, Shadowheart and Minthara.
Crush me with
It's not
your
even
Dude, I
Hard
played in a
thighs.
Morthos playthrough, dude.
I know, and you're a bad
Oh,
person.
yeah.
for doing it.
Listen, the guy from Goldeneye can't be wrong when Xena's killing her with when killing him with her thighs. Like, he can't be wrong, right? It's a good way to go.
Listen, I know it's a hot take, but Minthara, one of the top babes. I'm telling you.
I know she's gonna kill me, but it's gonna be great. Okay?
Oh, but when you get her,
Dude, Minthara and Shadowheart. Them two.
get Minthara on a good, good run, good person run, and
Enjoy.
oh my gosh,
Listen, I don't know what you guys are
Once
talking
you
about.
finally
that
get her,
one
it's
night
just-
with Alfrea. Woo!
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Morthos hooked up with the devil chick.
What's the name?
Mizora.
Mizora.
Yeah.
Oh, I scum saved right before that scene where she's like hook up with me, and I'm like save, and then I did it. It's fine. I'm like
Yo, you know Morthos was
I'm
doing
like
that.
Daniel is intrigued.